My name is Addam Yekutieli, and I'm an artist based in Tel Aviv, Israel-Palestine. I started making art on the street close to 20 years ago, I would say. I think I started just by understanding that it was possible, and my work was very different than it was now, but also very similar. I've always been very focused on text. Text has always really interested me. But the shape of my work kind of changed a lot throughout the years. This piece, I made it as part of Nuart festival. They sent me a photo of this wall, and I kind of, immediately wanted to work with it because it's just such an incredible building on its own. And I also like the fact that it was like abandoned, and that it has a history that kind of connects to so many people in different ways because it's an old hospital. For me, it's something very interesting to be able to work with a building that people have their own individual memories kind of attached to a place. And I thought of the concepts that I wanted to deal with. I knew that I wanted to create like a big banner installation, and I wanted the text to be taken from longer text written by local Aberdonians. I put out an open call and had people write two separate texts, one that deals with an experience of disillusionment that they have, either being disillusioned by someone or something, and then another separate text about hope. And so all these texts are kind of extracts taken from their longer texts or testimonials. It's my first piece working with banners in this way. I've painted many banners throughout the years, mainly for demonstrations and kind of different, protest events. Yeah, it's a method of communication that I really connect to, and I think with this piece, a lot of times text that is written on banner has a very clear message and a clear demand, or it's very deliberate. And here the texts are a bit more ambiguous, a bit more enigmatic, and they're open-ended. I think my intention was to kind of take different voices that come from a very personal place and put them on a scale and in a medium that is very public and almost demanding, because I have different voices and they're all coming from individuals. When they're together, it becomes kind of like a collective voice. And that's kind of what I was interested in this project. So all these banners are hand painted. Past week that I've been here, I was working nonstop with the help of many volunteers and people that were helping me paint out the banners, and some of the people that submitted their texts helped painting the banners, which I think was also kind of like an interesting kind of additional layer to the whole process. Was not only having their voices be part of this project, but also having them actually paint their own words. And it was a really big group effort, and it was kind of like a factory almost of just production line of banners. Also, something that I like about them is that they can have a very large presence, but then be folded up and taken to somewhere else, and they can disappear quickly. And I think that it's really interesting because it's such a simple medium, but it can be so versatile and so dynamic, but also just very simple. This is a piece that I've been wanting to do for a few years, and I've just never had the opportunity to do it. It's hard to find a place that will kind of go on this this kind of journey with you, and it was super immediate, super easy, and I'm really grateful to be able to have made it with Nuart. One thing that is interesting about festivals like this is that it lays a certain foundation and can potentially encourage local creatives, I guess, to so again, I'm not familiar with what the local art scene is like, but since I've been here, I've met many local artists that are part of the production, that have just stopped by to say hi, and some that have helped make the piece. But I think that it is kind of created with taking local artists in mind. But yeah.